Hey everybody, Aaron Rift here from NoDQ.com to talk about this week's live impact as well as the ratings which just came in. Let's start off with the show. Overall, to me, it was a mixed bag. I think production-wise, it went about as well as expected. It felt like your usual edition of Impact, despite the fact that it was live. They didn't have any major scripts or anything like that, so that's a positive. But as far as the content of the show goes, like I said, a mixed bag. They did the lumberjack match, whatever. They're doing Bobby Roode versus Sting again. They just did that match a few months ago at the March pay-per-view. So I don't know what the deal is with that, why they're going back to that match again. I mean, whatever, like I said. And then the TV title match, Devon versus Jeff Hardy. I don't understand the point in polling the fans and having them pick a match when you don't want to put the TV title on Jeff Hardy, so you just do a screw job finish with the guys running in, the heels running in, and just not having a result. So I don't really see the point if that's what you're going to do. It just seems counterproductive. Brooke Hogan came out, didn't really say much. She just basically memorized her script and said she was so happy to be there. And the crowd mostly booed her as expected. I guess they had a plan or somebody in the crowd. Somebody had a sign that said Brooke Hogan equals ratings. We'll get more to the ratings in just a second here. So it was a nothing segment. Not really looking forward to more Brooke Hogan segments, but whatever. We're going to have to deal with it, so be it. And then we had Austin Aries versus Chris Sabin. Good match. Austin Aries has been doing really well in TNA, so I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's getting the push right now. That was one of the big positives of the show, I thought. And then we had the gut check with Joey Ryan being declined. I don't get it. I'm guessing it's some sort of storyline and we will see more of Joey Ryan. If not, then it really makes no sense. Because with all due respect to Alex Silver, whatever his name is, I'm not familiar with the guy at all, and I wasn't all that impressed with his performance last month. I thought that, he's just another guy. But Joey Ryan, I mean, I've been following him for years, going back to PWG, and he's definitely a talented guy, and he deserves a shot in TNA. So I don't know what the deal is. Like I said, I think it's some sort of storyline. He was really over cocky and arrogant, and they turn him down for that. So I mean, that makes sense. But if that's really it for him, then I don't get it. And then the main event, Christopher Daniels versus AJ Styles, another good match for TV. They continue to advance the storyline with the love affair between Dixie Carter and AJ Styles. Dixie comes out at the end and tells the producer to shut off the phone conversation between Dixie and AJ. And I guess she dropped an F-bomb and they censored it. Kind of reminded me of when she called Bischoff a smug shit a year and a half ago. I mean, that seems to be when Dixie Carter is at her most entertaining, when she swears. And yeah, her acting was actually pretty bad, but it is what it is. I guess it's a cliffhanger for next week, so I mean, whatever. That's pretty much how I felt about the whole show, whatever. I mean, it was an okay show from TNA. Not their worst, not their best. And now let's talk about the rating. It just came in, impacted a 0.9 rating for their live show. Damn those spoilers. Damn those internet sites spoiling Impact and ruining it for everybody. They did an 0.9. We don't have the quarter hours yet. I'm very curious to see what Brooke Hogan's segment did. I'm really curious about that. And they did 1.3 million viewers compared to 1.43 the week before. So down in viewership despite being a live show, which I've talked about this before, that it ultimately doesn't matter that much whether the shows are live or not. People are tuning in as a force of habit. They'll watch it regardless of whether it's live or taped. They just want to see their wrestling. One last thing I wanted to mention real quick is TNA is also starting their Hall of Fame. And at Slammiversary, they'll announce the first people to go into their Hall of Fame or whatever it is. To me, the guy that makes most sense to be the first one in is Jeff Jarrett because he founded the company. I am guessing Sting will probably be in sooner than later. Maybe Hogan. I would definitely think Kurt Angle would be in it since he's been the guy, in my opinion, that has done the most for TNA in a positive way. But we shall see. It might be too soon to induct Angle. They might want to wait a year or two on that. And it'll be interesting to see who else goes in. I mean, I would find it quite amusing if they put Randy Savage in it just to stick it to WWE. That would be kind of funny. And maybe even CM Punk, since CM Punk was in TNA and they have some old footage of him. And CM Punk, the young WWE champion, is a TNA Hall of Famer. That would be a good one. So we'll see. TNA can do some interesting stuff with this, and that'll be fun to watch. But I hope that TNA continues to build momentum. I mean, it seemed like they were doing well for a while, and every time, as I've said before, they take a step forward, they take 2 steps back. So I hope Slammiversary is a really good show for them, because I think that's an important show. They really need to hit a home run with that one. It's their 10-year anniversary, and they need to put on a great show for the fans that they have at this point. So we'll see what happens, and stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the latest about TNA and WWE, and we'll see you next time, and make sure you subscribe for NoDQ video. We'll have one coming up this weekend.